is Kenny and Jeff Calabat with a 28-foot Ghost boat from K&K Outboard. They are way out front in Class 5 at the moment, and they're actually ahead of several of the Class 4 boats at the moment. They're very experienced drivers. They're two young men in their early 20s in super physical condition. Been driving race boats like this since they were old enough to sit behind a steering wheel. Their father was one of the great racers at the early round Long Island marathons 20 years ago and used to race with me. They are really pushing that little 28-footer right now. Some ride they're getting, the wildest ride we've seen, but they are really pushing that boat. This 28-foot, whoa, take it easy, Kenny. This 28-foot Ghost boat is the boat of their own design. They manufactured it themselves, and they're out here racing it in its first offshore race. Whoa, there they go now. Almost got it.
Kenny and Jeff Calabat, K&K Outboards, new pride and joy. 27 feet, built primarily by Jeff Calabat, Jeff the Wizard Calabat, currently attending Hofstra University and building boats on the side, and boy, he's doing some job. With a little help from a great guy, Willie Schaefer. They're making a move on an M boat right now. This thing is running, I mean really running. It's as impressive as its forebear, the little 23 last year. It's their first twin-engine boat, and they just went by the M-Boat Celebration. We're clocking right now airspeed 77 miles an hour. Really making a move going up the shoreline here at Edgewater, New Jersey. K&K's Ghost boat, handling beautifully. This little Ghost boat right now is running very respectable speed and handling beautifully. And here comes the Town and Country. He doesn't want to be passed by a Class 5 boat. And he's just holding his horsepower back, saving the boat for the finish. Gonna just match his speed and clock him, I guess. We're doing 72 miles an hour right now. The K&K goes flat out. And let's see what happens with the wakes. Yeah, the Shadow Cat's got it. But we're talking about two V8s and number 3 Speedmasters against two 200 horsepower Mercuries. No slouches either boat. Kind of got mixed emotions here. Town and Country Chevrolet, the Shadow Cat was built while I was still part owner of Team Shadow. So she's kind of like a baby. On the other hand, I'm a friend of the Calabat family from K&K Outboard since I was a kid. So it's kind of watching my product against my friends. Kind of a good problem to have. I'll be happy no matter who wins this one. I have a hunch that Emmons is playing possum. And I know those two kids drive pretty hard, but I also know that they're from a smart racing family, smart enough to realize that in a 90-mile race, you don't push flat out the whole way. They're ahead of all the other P boats, they're ahead of the 1M boat, and all the other Class 5 boats, and that boat is handling just beautifully here in what is a substantial 2 to 3 foot mixed job. Town and Country pulls out a little bit of a lead. We come over and see what's happening here in the K&K Ghost. You see on the side, 1982 world champions. Don't let me forget to point that out. We watched them down in Key West, little single-engine Class 5 boat where they were very, very impressive. They built a new boat over the winter. This is it. The glasswork is impeccable. The lines on the boat, I think, are sleek and very unique. The handling is superb. I think Jeff Calabat, who did the lion's share of the work along with Willie Schaefer, deserve a real pat on the back. You can see the built-in back porch design. That is, the engines are hung back a full foot and a half behind the transom. As they get into the rough stuff,